body temperature. So that if you don't understand what they call body temperature, and you just eat anything, when the temperature or climate change on you, before you find out your skin start itching, you will just feel because you table, so you need to table. And when a man is afflicted from inside the system, it sends signal as a pain to the head. Now that pain in your head doesn't mean that there is headache, but that means something wrong inside of you. Because within here, the mind or the brain is the release system for everything that happens within the body. Any part of your body is afflicted, the first thing it show is sound of headache. Anytime you get the sound of headache, don't chase to the drugstore and get medicine and get the headache away. Now, you don't go for the pain, you go for the cause of the pain. Are you here? Are you here? Now watch what will happen now. Now if you take the pain tablet, what normally happens is that the pain goes. Alright? But the cause of the pain is still there. So the pain goes because of the power of the tablet. When the power of the tablet finish, in less than a day, what happened? The pains come back. The mind giving you something, that there is something wrong with you. The mind will keep giving you signal. Before that thing get worse and break you down to the level where they start hauling to hospital. Nobody gets sick one day, die one day. And not you. Am I doing somebody here? Are you here? Your health. Your health. Your health matter a lot. In this life, as long as you are living, you do nothing useful when you are not healthy. Say, I hear you. Say it again, say, I hear you. All right, now, listen to this. Securing your health, there are a few things you must do. Number one, you must understand the thing they call exercises. As a woman, learn how to exercise. What are you feel? In fact, exercise shifts a person into a level, the age is different from the face. You can be 56 years old, because what exercise normally do is that exercise has the capacity. In other words, what happened when a man goes to do exercise? Exercise has the capacity. When you consume a food at the end of the day, that food become a waste inside of you. Now, when you go to the bathroom, that doesn't mean that it's all the waste. No. When you exercise, your pores open. Now, how do you get a balanced weight? Number one, it comes through breathing. You get balanced weight through breathing. Now, there are many of us today, what normally happens when your gut full, you lack breathing. You have in a chair. Are you here? But watch me now. As a woman or as a human being, you're supposed to get free breathing system. Are you with me now? Now, when you're not breathing free, it's a problem. You're supposed to breathe free. Breathe freely. Now, exercise is in so many ways. The number one exercise, you breathe. Now, when you breathe, what happens? You are putting out an air. You are putting out an air. Now, in other words, what happened to you again? When you take exercise, your pores open. Now, don't forget, a man who takes exercise continuously, in other words, reduces fat. When exercise is continued in the life of a person, it keeps all your system in tight. Because the goal is to sleep and it comes awake. You say a person to exercise, what do you mean? You don't have to do public exercise. You don't have to go outside in the public to go be running. Say a person will run. No. When you wake up in the morning as a woman, as an old man, what do? You got to go around your yard. You don't need to run. You want to live long, you got to go around the house. You got to move around the house. You can do it for even 1 hour, or if they're walking, you can do it for 30 minutes. You can do it for 30 minutes. Lack of exercise at the end of the day. What happens to a person when a person does not exercise? The next thing that will happen is that they start to feel that blood pressure. That blood pressure. Because listen, now when you breathe, there's something we call the blood vessel in a person. When you breathe, now the blood vessel is the arteries. The arteries means it's something that distributes the blood. That means the blood has to go all over. So now what leads to heart attack? It's a lack of blood flow. Your blood now, you can pray, but your blood not flowing. You can sing, but your blood, if your blood clog, your breathing system get difficult. Are you here? Am I doing somebody here? Am I doing somebody here? Now I'd like you to understand that the blood flow to the joints, it takes away weakness. That's why I see most of us, due to the lack of exercise, the blood is not flowing. So what happened? At the end of the day, you go to bed, you wake up in the morning, it needs forklift to haul you from the bed. To move your one foot, it will take you 2 hours. To move the other foot, it will take you 2 hours. Don't forget, when it comes to the area of exercise, when you are coming as a young person, exercise empowered a person to put out the waste through sweat. Now, you don't have to do forceful exercise. It put out the way. Everything you ate, whatever you drank, it needs to leave the body. Because those things at times, it gave atmosphere, in other words, to bacteria to be stronger. Why? Because those things refuse to leave the system. Now, after the digestive system had break down the food into pieces, the waste need to come outside. Now, the worms were in there will only survive if the waste comes out of you. But once the waste stay into you, then it begin to clog the system. Then the body cannot function properly. Now, you stop sweating. You can't sweat anymore. In the hot sun, you cold. In the evening, you cold. In the night, you cold. You say, now what here? Go buy me pin tablet again. You are dying slowly. Are you here? Are you here? Sometimes they will lie you down on bed. They only need walking around. Now in the Western world, you can also do it. It's not anything for your own live long or longevity. You don't have to go play, no. But you can wake up in the morning, especially you young that are coming up. You wake up in the morning, you wake up in the morning, you wake up in the morning. Each time you wake up, you have to walk. You can create day in the week to be able to walk. You create day in the time to be able to walk. You can't just wake up in the morning, you sit down. Now, if you don't take exercise by advice, you will take exercise by pressure. I will say that again. If you don't take exercise by advice, you will take it by pressure. Because you know why? When you refuse to exercise yourself, you lead to the place where your blood pressure increases. Now, when your blood pressure increases, leads to heart attack. Now, heart attack leads to hepatitis. In other words, there is no free flow of blood. So, your life is only up here, and your life is not flowing. So, once your life is not flowing, it leads you to stroke. When you get to stroke level, the exercise you're supposed to take, then you start taking it now. When you're in a wheelchair, they will say, stretch your hand. Then you start stretching it. Stretch your hand. Stretch again. Small more. Again, I get stop. Again, go it. Many of you here now, you are young. At that kind of, you say, oh, apostle. I should ask you. I used to play baseball. I play basketball. What thing happened now? You're not playing baseball or playing basketball. You need to act. You listen to me. Let me say this to you. We want to enjoy you, enjoy the church, live a long life, live as a family, live better. Our children enjoy us. So we need to give you a track that you can walk on. Exercise. Lack of exercise in the person's body. What happened to them? The waste product remain within. If that is the only means a man can be able to sustain a good health. Exercise. Don't only exercise in the dish, in the pain. You exercise only in dish, in pain, in dish, in pain, in talking. You talk more. Most sicknesses, they are not diabolical. They say absence of knowledge. Care. Somebody say, I hear you. Talk to me about, say, I hear you. Exercise. Money. You live probably 10 minutes away from your house to the junction. What's your age? 40 years old. You walk to the junction, you come back. You don't have to do it every day. You can do it within a week. Because you have to give all your systems the opportunity to be able to flow freely. So as a woman, you walk. Bodily exercise. A prophetess little. A get professor. First Timothy chapter 4 verse 8. Let's see what it says. First Timothy 4 verse 8. God is not against exercise. Check your Bible. For bodily exercise profit little. But godliness is profitable unto all things. So godliness plus exercise